knife the other day. This is another Smith Wesson knife. I like, well, here it is. My standby that I've been carrying for the last year has been absolutely phenomenal. I love it. It's not necessarily time for a replacement, but I want something as reliable as this has been that I can put into a 72-hour bag. I can't find this knife without paying like 30 bucks for it on eBay. Don't want to do that. What I did find is this one, and it is also by Smith Wesson. It's not one of the Extreme Ops series. The model number is a CH0016. It has a few differences from my Extreme Ops knife. The belt clip is different. It doesn't sit as far down into your pocket as the Extreme Ops does. This Extreme Ops almost disappears in my pocket. This is an SWA25 is the model number of it. But it almost disappears in your pocket. I like this knife a lot. But we're not talking about that one. I already did a review on this one about a year ago. There was also a Sheffield knife in there that Guy Smiley has, because I gave it to him, and he uses it every day. And so it's been great. He did say it's getting to a point now when he sharpens it, he has had to sharpen it a couple of times, where the serrations on it are causing problems. So we'll see where that goes. I'll have to find out more information. I talked to him a little bit today, but it's been a long time, been a long week. But this one is what we're talking about. Let's get out our ruler, take a measure. It's about 8 inches long, full length. The blade from the handle here to the tip of the blade is 3 3/8. So it's got a respectable length of a blade. It's a drop point blade design, so it's a little flatter along the edge. I'm not going to touch that because it's very sharp. It came to me straight out of the box, very, very sharp. And it seems like it's going to be a good knife. It is has a rubberized insert here, rubber insert, kind of a hard rubber, not too hard a rubber though. You can dig a fingernail into it. Has some jimping along the back of the blade here, and that'll keep your finger from sliding up. It's actually, you know, if you're going to be using it a lot and pushing hard on it there with your finger, you're going to feel it. It's got a little jimping here. It is cut a little deeper right here on this side of the blade. Most people are right-handed, so when they go to open their knife, they'll grab the thumb stud and flip it open. Most people flick the wrist. I don't know, I think I made that clear in one of my other videos. That is not necessarily a good move. You can lose your knife altogether if you're in a situation where that has to save your life. So don't flick. The thumb studs are there so that you can open it using the thumb studs. So it's cut a little bit here, just so you can get to that thumb stud a little better, so you can open it. It is a liner lock, same as this. And what a liner lock is this part of the line of the steel liner slides over. So if I push that over, I can close the blade. And you can see how it's riding up on the blade. Riding up against the blade there. And when you open it, it just pops over and locks it. And they're good lock. I don't trust this one yet, so I'm going to be pretty careful. But yeah, it ain't going anywhere. Has a really strong belt clip on it, which I assume would probably loosen up. This is all hard plastic here. The scale on this side is all hard plastic. It looks like if you wanted to, you could probably pretty easily make your own scales to put on here, however you want them. I do think it needs something up on this part of the knife, because as it's in your pocket, this is what you get to grab onto. So I think it could use maybe some stippling right on the top edge here, which, you know, I got the knife reasonable enough. I might try to stipple it and see. It wouldn't take much, just, well, maybe some grip tape or something, skateboard tape, just so there's something. It's pretty slick, but it's like that nylon reinforced plastic. It does have a lanyard hole, if you can see that. Drop point blade, very sharp. Initial impressions of this knife, aside from the handles, the scales, it seems to be every bit. You know, my only two criticisms on it would be the plastic scales, nothing to grab onto on this part of the knife, where if it's in your pocket, that's what you're going to grab for. That is a criticism of mine. And the belt clip, which appears to be fairly, off the metric side, I can't, not so many people know the conversions. Well, that was it, starting at 29 or 30 millimeters, centimeters, excuse me. So it looks like it's only made for an 1.25 inch belt. So if you're using it to clip onto a belt, you know, you got to go with the smaller belt. This one's made for 1.75 inches. It's a deep clip, so you can fit that into just about any, you know, any pair of jeans, because jeans tend to be a little thicker right along the edge of the top pocket there. So it looks like it'll work pretty well. But I'm going to keep an eye on it, and I'm going to carry it. I'm not going to retire my Extreme Ops knife yet. It's just going to take a break. But I'm going to carry this one for, I'm going to say I'm probably going to carry it for a couple of months and let you know. I just kind of wanted to give you a little tabletop on it, and you'll see the reason for that in the next video. So, with all that being said, my initial impressions are pretty good for this knife. I really like it. It's got a good, stout, beefy handle, which is always a plus. The only thing that I don't like is the scales on it, are that hard plastic. I think they need some kind of texture to them. But I'm going to see about remedying that. And I think it's a pretty good knife. For the price, I don't think you can go wrong. We'll just say it was very reasonable, and I wouldn't hesitate to throw this in my 72-hour pack. So keep your eyes open for some other videos with it. Stay safe, God bless, and have a great weekend. Catch you in the next one.